guys. I'll be answering more questions today in the transparency series, and the question I got was, how do I manage my role as employee, wife, mother, entrepreneur, and still find time with God? First I want to say that if I seem that I have it all together, I don't have it all together. I don't have it all together at all. I don't have it all together because honestly it takes a lot of discipline and over time knowing what works and what doesn't work. So I just want to share with you the key ingredients I find helps with balance in life. And first things first, you have to start your day right. You have to command your day, command your morning. So for some people it might mean getting up at a certain hour to pray, or for me sometimes I'm up early, like 3 o'clock. Sometimes depends on how the Lord leads. Sometimes it's 12 o'clock in the morning, sometimes it's 3 o'clock. Sometimes it's on my way to work where I do play worship music. I worship and I pray, and I involve my son in that process. And you just have to find what works for you, because no one thing fits everybody. So you have to start your day right, and start it with, if you don't pray or don't believe in God, then you start with your meditation or whatever you feel comfortable starting with. And another key ingredient to balance, I have a look on notebook and all these things. Another key ingredient for balance is taking care of yourself. Knowing that you can't pour from an empty vessel. And you have to sleep well, rest well. You have to eat well and do things that you enjoy that nobody else is involved with. So for me, I enjoy music and relaxing by myself. And another key ingredient for boundary setting is for balance is to set boundaries and avoid too many competing priorities. And how I do that is, for example, I have a to-do list. So it's like in this, and I have my list here. Yeah, so I keep a schedule of what I need to do. So I keep a to-do list, and even when I'm at work, I use the tomato timer. It's like the Pomodoro technique, where you allot 25 minutes to a task, and then you, at the end of that 25 minutes, you either take a short break or a long break, and then you keep on just giving 25 minute slots to completing tasks. So that's one thing that I use. But to go even deeper, when you manage your role as each of the areas I highlighted before, as an employee, and when you're at work, you endeavor to strike a balance with work. So I have 2 young children. One is 1 year old and one is soon to be 10. So what I do is try to keep work at a minimum. I don't walk with work home. I don't. So if it's after hours, I don't walk with. I try not to do a lot of work at home. You have to strike a balance because your children need you. As a wife though, I had struggled with balancing while I was studying for my MBA. It was a struggle, but then we kind of found a little area we could work around, and that is having regular date nights, going out without the children. So have somebody babysit. So you have to find time for your spouse. As a mother, that job never ends. You have to be present, you have to be attentive, you have to give your full attention. And what you could do is, I have 2 children now, so for example, like my son is older, so for him not to feel left out, you would have to schedule like little days where you and him alone, where me and him alone will go and do something. Well, that is outstanding now because of COVID. As an entrepreneur though, Most of my businesses was introduced by the Holy Spirit. A lot of things you see I adopt or implement is either, and that's where spending time with God comes in, where you in prayer, He will download things what you need to do. Yep. He'll download what you need to do during prayer. So a lot of that instructions or business ideas came from downloads while in prayer. And for me, one good way to strike a balance is to involve the family in the business. So for example, I do makeup, so for some jobs like out of town, I'll just have the entire family come, and then we just have a little an eating or outing afterwards when I'm done with working. Lately now I've been introducing automation in my business, so I'm into templates and emailing, and click and you get your information, so I don't have to physically do these things anymore. I don't know. I love me answering the question. And as I said, you still have to find time for God, even if it's throughout the entire day, because worship is a lifestyle. It's not just kneeling to pray at your bedside at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's a lifestyle. You have to be conscious that He's with you all day, and you talk to Him throughout the day. You can pray by just talking, so you don't have to sit by your bedside and say, "Oh, I never get to kneel down this morning." While you're walking to the bathroom at work, say a prayer. While you're walking to get lunch, say a prayer. While you're on a break, say a prayer. It doesn't have to be as the church or society deems it to be. You can pray at any time, in any way, shape, or form that you feel comfortable. How you talk to God is your relationship with God, is just your relationship with God. So there's no real formula for balance for me. I just have to know that you start from a place where you know who you are and where your hope is based. Know who you are and where your hope is based, and from there, that's where you learn how to strike a balance. Alright guys, this is a very short video, very short, and if you feel like you don't have it together, that's no issue. Not everybody have it all together. Some people are struggling, even with COVID-19 now, struggling to strike a balance, work from home. I mean, you have to be homeschooling, and you have to be catering to clients and catering to your family, catering to your spouse. So you have to find ways to involve your family in different aspects of your life. So that's the most I can give you this morning, is to just know where your hope is based and know what you value, and go from there and how you balance. Alright guys, so that is the end of today's episode. This series will soon end, though it's not an ongoing series, but I know I'll be sharing at least one testimony with from somebody else, so stay tuned for that. And I thank you for tuning in and listening to me talk, because this is so new. But thanks guys. See you on the next video.